Well, it's heading on the 26th of July 2002. It's Super League 7, round 20. The Leeds Rhinos at home to the Salford City Reds. And Phil's not arrived yet with his team sheet, so we'll just have to work this out as we go along to see who's out there for both these teams today. Leeds clear favourites for this one. They've had a few defeats of late, but came back to a thrilling victory last Friday at the New Shea when they beat the Blue Sox very convincingly, whereas Salford, for their part, down as the 11th position, 11 out of 12, are really looking at the possibility of relegation. Only Wakefield below them. A big game for the Salford City Reds from that point of view. And the ground where the City Reds haven't won since, well, nobody can quite remember, certainly not in Super League days. Oh, and Phil's arrived with a team sheet, but the game quickly underway. Go through the Leeds team, Phil.
This is Matt Adamson driving it up, tackled by Olka. Leeds on up, number 1, Francis Cummings, 22, Andy Kirk. A late replacement for Mark Calderwood. 5, Chev Walker, 4, Keith Senior, 2, Carl Pratt. Kick comes in from Leeds, so an early touch for Gary Broadbent.
And that was a very convincing 6, that was, Phil. Making ground with every play, and the Rhinos started on fire like they finished off last week. So Salford working it steadily. Similar team to last week. Ian Watson on the bench, Blakely and Holroyd at half back. Blakely's running well. Oh, nice. Oof. Could have been difficult, wasn't. Made safe, and Gibson going forward, but the pass thrown down. Oh, and the referee seeing something, seeing a knock on and a scrum down. So Salford not frightened of moving this ball. Conditions are absolutely immaculate, aren't they? We've heard all these stories about the pitch being a mess, but it looks great, Phil.
Yeah, a lot of those stories going back to the early part of the season. The groundsman here, Jason Boo, has done a tremendous job on the pitch. Absolute billiard table out there. Couldn't help Andy Hay there, who knocked on. Spotted the knock on, did referee Peter Tabern up. And so it means Salford will get head and feed just inside their own half.
Yep, so after the chance, Wainwright. Salford played on Sunday. Had a very tough game at Warrington, who also down at the bottom, in a 4-pointer. That Warrington came out on top. Neil Baines, though, having a big season, driving it forward. Wainwright's involved all the time. Takes it forward on his own, and this is a good 6 for the City Reds. Referee Mr. Taverner taking them back. Long passes from Holroyd, recovered from food poisoning last week. Salford in the 20, it's the last tackle. Going to Blakely, it's hanging. Who's going for it? Littler's going for it. Oh, and Littler nearly, so nearly got it, but didn't take it cleanly, and Leeds come up with the ball.
Yeah, good defence from Leeds, kept their heads, kept their mind on the job in hand. Keith Senior driving it up, makes a good 12 metres there on the charge. Diskin to McDermott. The Leeds team completed with Sinfield and Sheridan at halves. The forwards, Danny Ward, Matt Diskin, Barry McDermott, Andy Hay, Matt Anderson, Adrian Vowles. And Leeds doing some hard yards in their opening sets of 6. This is Ryan Sheridan, finds Sinfield. Sinfield cuts back inside, back to Sheridan. This is Adamson, tackled by Gibson, gets the ball round the back. It's an interception there.
Now Tracy, can he go all the way? This is a thrilling run to second row forward. Oh, he's put down, he still gets up and rolls over, and it's a score. And Darren Tracy snaffles up the ball and runs over 50 metres to outpace the Leeds defence. And that is a thrilling first goal for the City Reds. Darren Tracy made a great break at Warrington on Sunday. The try didn't come, but that time Darren Tracy showing pace for the 3-quarter. The Leeds defence got him to put him over, not stop him, and what a great start for the City Reds that is, Phil.
Tremendous chase there by Andy Kirk, number 22 for the Rhinos. in for Mark Calderwood, who was ruled out with a late fitness test yesterday afternoon. And Kirk just got back but couldn't hold Tracy. Tracy fell to the deck, he couldn't keep hold of him. Tracy got up, span and scored the try.
Tracy's break from, was it just inside the Leeds half, and showing enormous pace for a big guy in the second row. And what a start for the City Reds. Now, we've seen big starts before. We saw one against the Bulls at home, with Salford having the early first score. A long way to go, but augurs well. Holroyd takes his time, strokes it nicely, sweetly, gently, and more importantly, through the sticks. 2-0. So what's been happening, Phil, to those few games that Leeds seem to let them get away from them? Why was that?
A lot of it went down. We had the good run in May where we beat nearly every other side in the top 6, and then had the heavy defeat to St Helens here, and we could really have done with another game, Super League game the following week. Unfortunately, it was 2 weeks off for Origin, and then lads involved in Great Britain as well, and we just haven't been able to hit our stride since then. There was a good result last week at Halifax, and they were looking to capitalise that on tonight, but this is a great break by Salford.
Wow, what a lucky bounce of the ball that was for the City Reds. It was, and Salford taking full advantage. Gibson, I think it was, staying in the field of play. So the bounce of the ball favouring Salford on that occasion, as Neil Baines takes it forward inside the Leeds 40. And Salford's getting the penalty for the interference, and Holroyd will go for the 2 points. Distance shouldn't be a problem. And I have to say, Phil, when you see your team, you know your team's down at the bottom, you know they've got to scrap for everything. They scrapped better on Sunday than they probably have all season and didn't win. It's great to see them coming out in this style again. You won't know what being down at the bottom's like, do you?
Well, we certainly had a run of bad defeats, but there were 1 or 2 letters in the rugby papers saying Leeds fans don't know what they've got, complaining after 4 defeats in 5. But certainly every team in Super League is capable of eating each other. It's been often said in the past, but very much the case this year. And the Salford City Reds, under their new coach Carl Harrison, seem like a team transformed, as Graham Holroyd strokes them into an 8-0 lead 60 minutes into the game. Had 2 defeats in the last 2 weeks, but they performed well.
Yeah, that's very fair of you, Phil. But it's still a big game, still a big ask of the team to come to Headingley and keep up this momentum for the whole 80 minutes against one of the top 5 teams of Super League. Tracy's there again, goes forward with 2 round him. Sheridan puts him down with Sinfield. Well, that was a forward wish, I think, flat pass. Mr. Taverner, the referee today. Graham Holroyd puts it deep. Oh, it's ricocheted back now. Who's on for it? It's going to be. Oh, but it's taken away the Leeds chance.
Good calm head there from Adrian Vowles. Danny Ward driving it up. Adrian Vowles saw the ball, didn't try anything too fancy, just wrapped it up. Diskin, who's headed, the kick came off. McDermott gets the ball back to Ward. This is Sinfield. Dummies to Adamson, then finds Chev Walker. Chev Walker going for the line. He goes round Gary Broadbent to score. Terrific work by the Rhinos. Good support play from Senior chasing the kick and Vowles. And then clever play by Sinfield. The dummy to Adamson. The ball to Walker. Walker's pace took him away from the tacklers. And he scored past Broadbent and brings the Rhinos back to within 4 points. And a very opening quarter to the game.
Yep, but with the first real attack, Leeds Rhinos have shown that pace. It was 1 half tackle, 1 missed tackle, and then in these conditions, a man with pace had no problem going in from that short distance.
And Darryl Powell will be hoping they can have a similar effort this week. Graham Holroyd getting ready to kick off. Holroyd declared fit for this game. Another former Leeds player, Bobby Goulding, not playing. But Holroyd, who was very much a crowd favourite here in his time in the early 90s. One of the great young crop of players brought through in the Doug Lawton era. An old friend of his, Francis Cummins, now the Leeds captain. This is Matt Adamson, up over the 30-metre line. Leeds have got a bit of a roll on. Diskin finds Vowles, has Hay outside him, drives it up himself. 45 out from his own line as Holroyd brings him down. Diskin now finds Sinfield. Sinfield changes his angle of run and makes a good 2 metres more. South Stand cheer their team on. Sheridan now inside border. Cummins tries to get away from the first tackle, but you don't get round Malcolm Alka that easily. This is Sheridan, puts the bomb across field. It's not got the length on it, but it has got the direction. Senior seems to be blocked out of the way there. A deliberate push on Senior to take him out there, and the referee was banging line and decided no foul.
Yeah, Salford lucky to get away with that one, but it was a good defensive six from Salford, because the pace of the Rhinos' attack is a little bit faster than Salford's. They were coming forward with great momentum with every play, and the crossfield kick taken sweetly by Gibson. Well, he's tackling so quickly. Blakely puts it nicely inside, but Sinfield doesn't let Heighton get away. And then with the assistance of Diskin, put down on the halfway. All right, has time. Crossfield kick of his own. Great take.
Yeah, Carl Pratt's come on leaps and bounds this season, as has Mark Galwood on that high ball. So much a thorn in the Rhinos' side in the early part of the season, but since then they've really grown in stature. And I would expect Leeds to employ the bomb a bit more so than Salford in this first half. The sun just setting behind the scoreboard end at Headingley into the face of the Salford City Reds. So far only the one bomb from Sheridan, which Senior chased but was obstructed. This is Sheridan, finds Sinfield. Sinfield misses out one to find Chev Walker. Littler's gone a little high. Don't think there was any intent there for a high tackle, just rode up in the tackle. And Chev Walker does well there to work the penalty. Littler went high first of all, and then dragged himself into the tackle. Combination of factors leading to the penalty there. Kevin Sinfield decides not to go for the goal, and Leeds play on. They're on the 30-metre line. Misses out Adamson for Sheridan. Sheridan round the back to Cummins. Cummins going to go himself. 22 out from the Salford line. Diskin works the short side through Sheridan. Sheridan looking for runners. Still going Ryan Sheridan. He's in within 12 of the Salford line. Diskin to McDermott. McDermott charging through. Finds Ward. Back to Diskin. Takes the ball off his chest. Sheridan goes back. Senior spins in the tackle. Does well there. Keeps his cool. Pratt. Wild pass. Goes through the legs of McDermott. Sinfield picks up. They've lost 10 metres on the run. Adamson can't keep hold of the ball, but does well to make sure that Broadbent can't take advantage of it. And Salford hold the line well there, and Leeds forced to knock on.
Yeah, that was a great tackling six from the City Reds inside their own 20. A little bit of imprecision from the Leeds passing for once. And Salford do just enough to help that knock on, which gives them the chance to try and clear their own lines. Harry Broadbent gets it onto Ebrel. Leeds getting up quickly. Broadbent again. A few more yards forward and then a few back. Neil Baines with a few forward. None back. Onto the 40. To Wainwright. Inside to Tracy. Tracy looking to find, gets it. Oh, Blakely drops it, and already a chance for Leeds.
Yeah, knock on there. Sinfield picked it up, finds Chev Walker now. Chev Walker stepping back inside, still going. Looking to get the offload away, but was well marshalled there by Salford. Steve Blakely putting the shoulder in on Chev Walker to make sure he didn't have an easy play of the ball. Sheridan finds Hay. Hay dummies to within 12 metres of the Salford line. Pratt to Sheridan. On to McDermott in centre field. McDermott shuffles the boots and then makes another meet-up before he's eventually brought down on the 10 now. This is Diskin. Spins, comes back the way, finds Sheridan. to Sinfield. Sinfield finds Adamson. Adamson bumps out of the first tackle. Leeds are within 5 metres of the Salford line. This is Sheridan. Kicks to the corner. Chases on from Pratt and Senior. Good chase from Carl Pratt. He's knocked it back. Can Senior get down it before it goes out? No. And so Salford live to see another day, and Alcra will have the tap on the 20.
Yeah, another great tackling 6 from the City Reds. That was absolutely brilliant, keeping Leeds out again. So that's 2 lots of 6s where they've had to withstand pressure inside the 20, and a nice little clearing run from Damien Gibson. Wainwright gets rid of the ball, and Eberl sets off and nearly gets into the clear. Sheridan just stopping his progress, was it? Blakely gets it out quickly to Holroyd, and it's the men over this side, comes inside, but Broadbent met very firmly. Danny Ward it was. Paul Heighton just takes it up the middle. It's a 6th tackle. Going to Holroyd, looking for the crossfield kick, it going into space. It's hanging and hanging, but in the end, nice take. On clear ground.
Senior quick as to Cummins. Cummins to Pratt. Pratt tackled by Broadbent. Leeds have made up to halfway in that first tackle, and Francis Cummins complains and gets the penalty. Gibson penalised. Fantastic for Leeds there. They're going to go a good 60 metres at least with this first tackle of this set of 6 and start well inside Salford territory. Looking to come away with points here. They still trail on the scoreboard, 8 points to 4. Blistering start from the Salford City Reds. Sheridan finds McDermott. McDermott driving his way through. Wainwright finally pulls him down. Diskin finds Sheridan onto Sinfield. Sinfield looking to go himself, then looking for the offload. Drops it back to Chev Walker. Chev Walker coming into centre field. Pushes away from the first tackle. Ball goes out wide to Vowles. Vowles has numbers. Going to go himself. Finds Willie Poacher. Then Keith Senior. A sensational rugby league try. Quick hands working brilliantly there. Getting the ball out wide. Working it back in hand. Hand from Pratt to Senior. Senior to Poaching. And a try for Leeds to tie the game up at 8 points all.
Yeah, that was swift hands. Great play from the Rhino. Salford's defence was holding out manfully over on the Salford left, but when the ball went over to the Leeds left, Salford were just 1 man short, and that's all it needed for that extra man. Keith Senior it was, receiving the third of 3 quick passes to get over the Salford line to level the scores.
Well, Willie Poaching appeared from absolutely nowhere there, wandered on the field, replacement for Andy Hay, and he had a telling contribution there in 2 phases in those quick hands, and a fantastic try for the Rhinos through Keith Senior. So Sinfield, about the same distance from his first conversion, but on the opposite side of the ground. Well, you can hear a hushed excitement over the south stand as they talk about that try. Sensational interplay there from the Rhinos, creating the score as Sinfield adds the extras to give the Rhinos a 10 points to 8 lead with 20 minutes gone in the game.
What's this attendance look like?
So Graham Orroyd will get the game back underway. Not 4 seasons since he left Headingley. His last season, the 1998 Super League 3 season, when the Rhinos reached the inaugural grand final. Orroyd was very much a part of that squad. The 17-man game employed by Graham Murray. He moved to his hometown club of Halifax, couldn't really get much football there through injuries. Decided to move on to the Salford Reds. Injuries have blighted his time there, but he's having a good game so far tonight. This is Willie Poaching. Going to get the offload away, well wrapped up by Wainwright. Fouls at dummy half, finds Sheridan. Play slowed down by that slow play of the ball. quick play now from Sharon. This is Poaching. Poaching goes round Wainwright. Still going Willie Poaching. Up to the Salford 40-metre line. Last tackle now for Leeds. Sinfield employs the bomb. It's high. It's going to drop on the 20 though. Keith Singh is there. It falls to Carl Pratt. Then knocked back by Adrian Vowles. Knock on there though. So it'll be the handover. And Salford will get the ball just outside of their 20-metre area.
And I think Salford will be absolutely delighted for that, just looking as though they're looking for the second wind at the moment. Nobody really wanted to take responsibility for that high one, but it ended very kindly for them. So Danny Arnold, I think that's his first run. Oh, that's a big high hit. Francis, oh, nice little pass on to Eberl from Wainwright. Heighton trying to drag man forward with him, but won't go far though. Going to Holroyd, pass on to Littler. But no way past Andy Kirk. Last tackle. Going to Holroyd, moving it to Blakely. Little kick into no man's land to run, but in the end, running harmlessly dead.
Yeah, good chase there from Leeds. Putting the pressure on Graham Holroyd, forcing the ball out wide to Blakely, who didn't seem completely set for the kick. And so it ran dead. Andy Kirk taking the ball up. Kirk, who's been in great form in the academy, the senior academy this year. Second highest try scorer behind Danny Maguire, who's on the bench tonight. Barry McDermott, wild pass, picked up by Adrian Vowles. No, it's knocked on by Vowles. Barry McDermott getting the offload away. Shout wasn't too clear. And so Vowles knocked on, and Salford will get the ball inside the Leeds half. And from what they've shown already in this half, they will certainly look to attack from here, showing plenty of attacking options so far to get their 8 points, and we'll be looking to do the same now.
Yeah, first change on the Salford side. Wainwright just goes forward. Sensible play from him. Andy Coley replaces Neil Baines. Littler happy to stay in the field of play. Andy Coley's first run with the ball. Makes a good 10 under tackler's pressure. The referee giving the penalty to the City Reds for the ball being stolen. One of those iffy decisions, and Tracy absolutely positively telling Graham Holroyd that we'll go for goal. So Holroyd with this penalty attempt. Mr. Taverner insisting the Leeds players go back 10 metres. Oh, look at that. Sweetness and accuracy, and 10-all. So it's been a very good first 24 minutes for the City Reds. Might have conceded 2 tries, but importantly they've scored one themselves, and with the 3 goals from Holroyd, they've got a level score. And Oldie's defend. Oh, Heighton's gone back to defend the line for the City Reds, but it goes high again. Holroyd's waiting for it. Great take. Oof. And a good job. Oh, and in the end, Paul Heighton happy just to get that one dead, and that's disappointing, having done so much on attack. It's one loose pass and you finish up having to drop out.
Yeah, all the credit there to Matt Adamson. Chased the kick-off and put extreme pressure on Gary Broad, forcing the ball out. And now Leeds will get the ball from this drop out by the City Reds. It's high, but it's not going to make the halfway. Drops on the 40-metre line. Sheridan eventually picks it, then finds Poaching. Poaching changes his angle of run, makes it up to the 30-metre line. Sheridan now finds Ward. Ward charging his way through, keeps pumping the legs to make that extra vital metre. Diskin now, Sheridan to Sinfield. Finds Cummins round the back. Cummins, as he shepherded through, Cummins scores in the corner. Well, Leeds are fortunate there. Looks like Matt Anderson shepherded the hole for Francis Cummins. But Cummins won't mind. He races to the line to score. The City Regs objecting to the referee. He's not interested. Leeds have another score. And they extend their lead.
Yeah, the objection was with some justification because the dumber runner clearly impeded two of the potential tacklers, and the referee not seeing it at all Salford's way, as he could have done with full justification that time.
But good play there from Leeds, all going back to the forced dropout from Matt Adamson. Great defence, turning defence into attack. And then Adamson it was who was involved in the tie by Surreptitious means. But this time Kevin Sinfield slots the conversion over from the touchline side. And the Rhinos extend their lead and really make Salford pay for their mistake. So 16 points to 10, the Rhinos lead. Fowles lets the ball bounce on his chest, and then eventually Barry McDermott picks it up one-handed, drives upfield. Diskin finds Matt Adamson, having a big game tonight. Adamson busts the tackle, makes it up to the 30-metre line. Sinfield gets the ball back for Danny Ward. Ward coming back round. Alka slips out of the tackle. Two teammates there. Ball comes out. Two men in the tackle. Then there's a bit of back chat. And so they march back another 10. The captain, Malcolm Alka's called in. And so Leeds get the penalty on the halfway. Kevin Sinfield kicks downfield. Leeds have the ball. 28 out from this off-line. This is Willie Poaching. Good run from Willie Poaching. Good tackle, though, from Graham Holroyd and Greg Bell, amongst others. Sheridan has Ward outside him. Finds him now. He steps into the tackle. 7 metres out now, Leeds. Diskin looks left, looks right, then goes to the short side through Barry McDermott. McDermott spins in a tackle. McDermott scores. And great interplay there between the hooker and prop. Diskin heard the shout from McDermott, dummied to the open, and then went back to this main stand side to find McDermott. The power from McDermott 3 metres out. The twist in the tackle took him over, and the try was the Rhinos. And they take the lead to a 20 points to 10 lead over the City Reds.
But two tries in quick time have really turned the game Leeds' way quite comfortably now. They'll relax, and we'll see, I'm sure, more about that ball handling skills that have brought the tries.
Well, that was very much the case last week at Halifax. A very tight first half, 10 points all, and Leeds looked like the nervous phase that they had during the June period, but then got two quick scores at the Shay in the second half, and you could see the Leeds team growing confidence. You could see the smile return to their face in the way they were playing, and without doubt this is one of the most potent attacking backlines in Super League, and when it gets fired up it scores tries, and Kevin Sinfield converts that one there to extend the Rhinos lead to 12 points, and they'll be looking to build on this now. But then the fantastic month of May when they were scoring plenty of points and getting big wins, followed by a disaster of a June. But now Leeds seem to be slipping back into ways of old, with some wonderful rugby here tonight at Headingley. This is Diskin, finds Vowles. Balls come out there. Knock on, referee's already whistled. And so Salford will get the ball, knock on by Vowles.
It was, I think, Heighton who's been replaced by Paul Southern. Greg Ebrell's still out there. Malcolm Alker not quite believing his luck then. He thought he might have had a try, but a chance for Salford to attack again. Holroyd takes on two Leeds tacklers. They put him down. Little tries to find a way through. And Salford's defensive line pointing at the players that they're supposed to be defending, but there's been massive overlaps for Leeds, and Coley's pushing his way forward. A good attacking position for the City Reds. 10 metres from the Rhinos line. Nice reverse pass to Southern. Southern charging through, looking for support. Finds it in Blakely. Blakely, though, can't make a pass. The Leeds defence up so quickly. Still going the short side. Broadbent can't find a way over. It's the last one. A good 6 from the City Reds, though, with the ball. Going back to Blakely. Little kick through, and there's Southern going for it. Can't take his man, and a chance for a counter-attack.
Great take by Keith Senior. Pinched it out of the hands of the attacking Salford City Red. This is Carl Pratt going one way, then the next, still going Pratt. How he has grown since his call up to the Yorkshire Origin side, and then his appearance at Great Britain in Sydney, a try-scoring appearance. He's grown in stature, grown in confidence and ability. This is Willie poaching. Diskin finds Sheridan. Sheridan going for the 40-20. It's a great kick from Ryan Sheridan. Is it going to stay in field? He got a hand from the City Red and runs out dead. And so it'll be a dropout. Fantastic kick by Ryan Sheridan. And he rightly gets a warm round of applause from the South Stand. Well, Ryan Sheridan, as a whole, has been a fantastic return to the Rhinos side this year. Realised how important he was to Leeds when he was out last year. But his kicking game has been absolutely exquisite this year. More 40-20s this season than Leeds have ever had altogether since the rule was introduced. And there was one on the cards there before the hand came in to push it dead. As it is, Leeds have a dropout, and it'll be fielded by that man Sheridan on the 40-metre line. Finds Willie poaching. Poaching up over the 30-metre line. Eventually pulled down 25 metres out. Vowles at dummy half. Finds Carl Pratt. Carl Pratt jinking and weaving. Tackled by Wainwright. Francis Maloney also comes in to finish off the tackle. Diskin to Ward, has McDermott outside him. Goes round the back to Sheridan, to Sinfield. Back to Cummins. Cummins couldn't take it off his fingertips. And so Salford get to come away with the ball.
Yeah, but that was a better cohesive tackling 6 from the City Reds. It had more determination about it than the early one, which led to the McDermott try. Still going to be difficult to break this Leeds defensive line, though, because that pace that's there with ball in hand is there on defence. Blakely tries to find a way through, but unsuccessful. Salford still on the 40. Are they going to go for a kick? No, still working it forward. Oh, pass. Who's going for it? Maloney makes it his. Cross field. Back to where it started from. So this time we'll go for the 40-20 from Holroyd. Perhaps no. Perhaps they hadn't realised it was the last one. Perhaps it's not. No, perhaps he was waving them off. So Alker sets off on his own. Nice little pass on to Broadbent. So Salford in the second of another 6. Ooh, Wainwright getting a big hit. Matt Adamson. These guys just struck him off. You can't believe how tough these guys are. So we're still getting on with it quickly. Holroyd. Oh, that's a difficult one. Oh, and a chance for Leeds.
Willie Poaching intercepts off the bounce off Graham Holroyd. Leeds have the ball again. Vowles goes back to the short side, has Pratt outside him. Look like a high shot there from Maloney, gets away with it. Pratt to Ward driving it up. Sheridan inside border. McDermott takes it one-handed, looking for the offload. Gets it ball back to Sinfield. Sinfield cuts back inside, still going Kevin Sinfield. Couldn't get the ball away. Diskin picks up one-handed, uses Alker as a shield. Then to Adamson. Adamson cuts that full back to beat. Matt Adamson is having a sensational game tonight. Deserved a try there. The last-ditch defence stopped him. This is Sheridan to Vowles. Vowles has runners outside, finds Carl Pratt. Carl Pratt trying to stay in field, does well. The last tackle now for Leeds. Walker and Kirk are calling for it on the south stand side. Willie Poaching has it, puts the kick in, it's coming down underneath the sticks. It's well fielded there. Ball goes down. Did Matt Diskin get the score? The ball spilled out there. A try for Leeds. Stuart Littler, terrific chase by Sheb Walker. Hit Littler, man and ball. The ball spilled out, and Matt Diskin was quickest to react to get the touchdown and get the score for Leeds.
Yeah, when you're at the bottom, it's a sort of try that you wonder how on earth it can be scored, because Littler seemed to have time and space to get that one and do anything with it, because he first of all seems to have got it cleanly, but the pressure of the tackle was too quick for him. Perhaps he didn't know somebody was behind him, and it was a soft try in the end.
Sinfield inside the 10 with this conversion, his easiest of the night. Adds the extras to extend the Rhinos' lead. And Leeds pulling away now. A minute to go in the half. 28 points to 10, the Rhinos lead. Holroyd gets the kick in. It's fielded by Carl Pratt eventually, who charges upfield up to the 20-metre line. And that's the end of the first half. 28 points to 10. Salford taking an early lead, and then Leeds coming back to create a handsome lead at half-time.
And Salford doing what's happened so many times this season, conceding a score right on the stroke of half-time. Might not be vital in the outcome of this game, but it certainly hurts the scoreline. 28-10 to the Rhinos.
Well, second half about to get underway. Leeds leading 28 points to 10. Big first half performance from the Rhinos. No changes at half-time. So still only just the one change. Willie Poaching on for Andy Hay from the starting lineup, which leads Francis Cummings at fullback, Andy Kirk in for Mark Calderwood on the wing, Chev Walker, Keith Senior, Carl Pratt, Kevin Sinfield, Ryan Sheridan. The forwards, Danny Ward, Matt Diskin, Branny McDermott, Willie Poaching, Matt Adamson and Adrian Vowles. Sinfield gets the game back underway, and it's fielded on his own goal line by Gary Broadbent.
Salford, pride to play for. Must be very difficult in a game when you start the second half 18 points down. It's only three converted tries though, but it's a big ask of the City Reds. Coley picked up Oh, and thrown down, that's potentially dangerous. Not Southern though, takes it forward, runs it forward. Again, not very far. Fearsome tackling from the Rhinos. Olka has to try and go on his own. Salford getting through the tackles quickly. Holroyd looking for Blakely. Good pass on to Tracy. Tracy just couldn't find a man in support. Alan Hunt's on for the City Reds in place of Stuart Littler, left centre. And knocking it off. Nice little reverse pass that was forward from Alan Hunt, but Salford play on, forward pass given, but it was enterprising play from the City Reds, and Stuart Little has not come out for Salford, Phil, and I wonder if that's anything to do with that try conceded in the last minute of the first half.
He was having a bit of a torrid first half, Stuart Littler up against Chev Walker, and the appearance of Alan Hunt, who had the forward pass to set up this scrum for Leeds. Bowles going through, well tackled by Broadbent. Keith Senior calling for Willie Poaching to get down the short side, then does the run around for him. Wainwright gives Willie Poaching a facial with the elbow. Matt Diskin finds Sheridan to Sinfield to Adamson. Adamson out to Chev Walker. Ball goes forward though. The pressure from Alan Hunt forcing the mistake. Ball went behind Chev Walker and a knock on. And so Salford will get the ball inside Leeds territory.
Yes, and Leeds recognising that there was wide open space over there. Danny Arnold had dropped back for the kick if it had come, but it was a good six from the City Reds because Leeds didn't make that much ground, although they were threatening in the sixth play. It came to naught. Wainwright sets off on his own, releases the ball to Holroyd, but that Leeds defence there again. Everell onto Broadbent. Broadbent tries to get clear but can't. Adrian Vowles the first of the tacklers with Senior. Paul Southern being wrestled to the ground, wrestling to keep the ball, but he does well at that, and Salford only 10 metres out. Blakely gets it out quickly to Holroyd. Holroyd's looking for his runners. Cole is his runner. Oh, the ball goes to ground. Arnold picks it up. It's going to come back. It was a good-looking move, and like so much of what happens to a team down at the bottom, the good-looking moves don't quite work. But that was good handling from the City Reds, putting on pressure, and could so easily have been a try.
Yeah, it came through there, just the slightest of knock-ons, spotted by the touch judge. Vowles picks up from the base of the scrum, messy scrum it is, but Chev Walker comes away with it. Well tackled by Wainwright and Broadbent, two of the mainstays of this Salford side. Sheridan to McDermott. McDermott pushing through the first tackle. Willie Poaching now, driving it up. Leeds lacking the fluency of the first half so far in the second, only 4 minutes in mind. Danny Ward finds Sheridan to Sinfield. Sinfield looks to get it out the back door. No, he takes it himself, still going Sinfield. Fooled everyone with the dummy to Matt Adamson. Adamson himself now driving up through Paul Southern, the Irish international, pulling him down to the ground, has one leg in the air, then drags him down. Diskin now to Sheridan. Sheridan, last tackle, puts a little chip kick through, chases on. Cummins is there, but well fielded by Broadbent, picks it up, runs away with the ball, then pass it out wide. This is good attack from Salford, well marshalled there by Chev Walker.
Yeah, the potential for a counter-attack, but that was an excellent defensive six from the City Reds and a brilliant take from Gary Broadbent under pressure. A very brave take from him, two men chasing, herring down on him, and he picked the ball up so cleanly. And Alan Hunt going forward a few yards in the tackle. Blakely on, pass out to Holroyd. Holroyd steps, can't get around Voles, was it? Paul Southern takes it forward a bit more. Looking to release, can't. 2 men, 3 men put him down. No, it's the last one. Alke gives it to Blakely. Blakely's got his runners. Long pass out to Hunt. Hunt on to Arnold. Arnold's going this time. The referee's not given the forward pass. A move similar to the last one, which nearly brought the try, and again a move which nearly brought the try. And Alan Hunt's developing this new pass of doing it with his back to the opponent's try line.
Two suspicious passes in the movement there, but eventually it's the last pass to try and keep it alive that went into touch that gives Leeds the ball. Chev Walker takes it up himself, coming into centre field. Diskin goes to the short side through Adamson, driving it up, makes a good 10 metres there on the charge. Diskin finds McDermott towards Ward has Sheridan outside him, can't find him though. Instead, Kirk finds Bowles to Senior. Senior dummies to Poaching, still going Keith Senior. Well tackled by Francis Maloney, and Gibson finishing him off. This is Sheridan looking for runners. Leeds have men out wide here if it can go out. Hunt gets a fingertip to it, and it rolls into touch, and so Leeds will get head and feed at the scrum. Snatch in desperation by Alan Hunt to try and catch that ball, and so Leeds get head and feed on the halfway line. Sinfield takes it off his toes, then finds Keith Senior. 45 out from the Salford line. Sinfield at dummy half, finds McDermott, has Poaching outside him, drives it himself, drops it back. Diskin gets a toe to it to push it back into the path of Adrian Bowles. This is Kevin Sinfield, finds Sheridan. Sheridan fires it out wide, interception on.
Now can Arnold go? No, he can't. Just for a minute it looked as though he might, but he's up again. Still going, but Andy Kirk did brilliantly there, Phil.
Yeah, excellent chase there by Andy Kirk, and just managed to double up to make sure the tackle was completed.
But the Salford City Reds defending well in this second half, and having the better of the position and the chance to attack the Leeds line. Salford moving this ball well. Oh, there's a nice little break from Holroyd, going on his own. Brilliant try from Holroyd, like the one he scored against Widnes. Found an opening that wasn't really there, and then had the guile and the pace to fly over. Francis Cummins couldn't get to him, and just the score as Salford started the first half with the first score. Well, they've had the better of the first 10 minutes, 8 minutes of this second half, and importantly, having had a couple of chances that weren't taken, this time Graham Holroyd's put them on the scoreboard. 28-14. Now we're going to see a fight back.
As if it was his own backyard, it is Graham Holroyd, and he has this conversion attempt just inside the 20. South stand side, about 15 metres in from touch. And he slots it bang between the uprights and brings the City Reds to 28 points to 16 into the Rhinos. And Kevin Sinfield will kick off for Leeds.
So, just reward for the City Reds' efforts at the start of this second half. And now you look back and think of two tries that they really ought not to have conceded, and think how different that was. That's a good kick-off. Wainwright's under it though, takes it nicely, but the chase good and putting down once and twice. Wainwright though, solid, reliable. And Salford have been moving the ball very sweetly in this second half. Southern happy just to take it up. Alka, as always, Blakely gets on with it quickly to Coley. Coley tries to push his tacklers off, but can't. Gets up quickly though, nonetheless, to play that ball. Alka's taking it forward, but not very far. It's a 6 tackle. Blakely's going to get it back to Holroyd, or he steps outside the 40, puts it into the middle. The ball's running and running, and in the end, just runs dead.
Carl Pratt allows that ball to run dead. Matt Diskin picks it up now on the 20-metre line. Salford line, like a zigzag there. Not even one of them on the 30-metre line as that tap was taken on the 20. The referee says play on. Again, they move off the mark at the play of the ball. Diskin now finds Poaching, driving it up over the halfway line. This is good running from Leeds, still going Poaching. Excellent stuff from the Samoan captain. Eventually pulled down, 35 out from the Salford line. Diskin goes to the short side, still going Matt Diskin, still going, full-back to beat, finds Ryan Sheridan. Sheridan still going, he's still going, Ryan Sheridan, he's going to score. Fantastic run from Ryan Sheridan. Absolutely sensational stuff from Leeds. Credit the first run of Poaching, then the pace of Matt Diskin from dummy half, racing downfield, found Sheridan. Sheridan appeared to be tackled 3 times, shrugged them off, then dived for the line and scored for the Rhinos. A terrific score for the Rhinos and brings them back into this second half. A try apiece in the second 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's the comeback, short-lived. Strength of Poaching, just too much for the Salford defenders. The Sheridan calls, assisted by Maloney, taking a big hit in the face, trying to make his tackles count, but the Rhinos just too strong in that play.
Kevin Sinfield, the conversion to come, 15 metres out to the left of the post. And he adds the conversion. And the Rhinos extend their lead. Just the riposte they needed after Graham Holroyd's try. Comes straight back at Salford, and an excellent try for Ryan Sheridan. Holroyd gets the game back underway. Adrian Vowles knocked on there, gets away with it. Didn't spot it, came off the forearm, thought it came off the chest. So Leeds riding their luck as they come downfield through Danny Ward. Barry McDermott now in centre field. Drives into the tackle of Paul Southern, the 2 number 10s. Diskin finds Adamson. Adamson driving upfield, tackled by Hunt. And driven back by the Salford, picked up into the air. This is Diskin. Finds McDermott. He steps back inside, up to the 40-metre line. Ryan Sheridan will be looking for the 40-20 here if he can get it. It's too far in field as Matt Anderson comes off. And Jamie Jones Buchanan comes on for Leeds. Good chase by Willie Poaching. They get a ball all the way to Gary Broadbent though, but he's tackled by Diskin.
Yeah, it was another good defensive 6 from the City Reds. Onez Maloney finding some room and getting his pass on to Arnold. So good good handling from the City Reds to clear the lines. Watson's on. Not quite picked out who's gone off. Is it Steve Blakely? And Salford have used all their subs. Once nice little run from Greg Ebrill. And from Southern, and a nice release of the ball. Coley's got it, holds it up, tries to find a way through. Little inside pass. Broadbent up in support, might have been forward, not seen, not given. And Salford on the last one, threatening. We'll see a little kick through into space. Holroyd's going for it, but a great take, a great chase, but great recovery.
Carl Pratt did brilliantly there to get away from his own goal. Showed real power. Keith Senior now going down the south stand side, look to get the ball away to Carl Pratt. Pratt gets it now, tries to come in field, but the ball's gone forward, says the referee. And so Salford will get the ball back. Keith Senior trying to get the ball away to Pratt. How often we've seen that little slip pass allowing Pratt to race the length of the field, but this time it drifted forward, and so Salford will get the ball.
And it's still only 3 converted tries. I wonder if it's in Salford's mind that Warrington had a great comeback in a match down here not long ago. Can Salford do the same? They're certainly playing well enough. Broadbent tries to find a way through. Southern and Salford only 12 metres from that Leeds line. Coley taking a high one. The Salford fans incensed by that tattle round his neck, and the ball forced out. The referee says it's all right. It's got to be a penalty. Of course it has. One arm round his neck and face, the other one round the ball. Of course it's got to be penalty. So Salford get on. It's Coley again, who's just going to try and barge his way over after being on the receiving end of that previous tackles. Nice long pass out to Hunt, and that's a lovely try from the City Reds, and Hunt sensibly showing the experience to take it closer to those sticks. And dare we think that we might have another little revival on the long cut-out pass from Holroyd, doing its job, giving Hunt clear ground to run in, and Salford not out of it, certainly holding their own in this second half.
No, Leeds seemed to go to sleep on that main stand side there. The long pass outside to Hunt, and he had absolutely no one in front of him. He could have taken absolute age. As it was, he was able to run fairly close in towards the post, and he brings his side to back within 14 points of the Rhinos. This conversion to come from Holroyd. You'd have thought he would get this, which would mean 2 converted tries, would bring the scores level. And Holroyd does add the extras, as you would expect, and so it's 34-22.
And Southern makes it nearly to the 20, and Neil Baines is back on for a last 20. Look at that from Neil Baines. Oh, the ball goes to ground. Oh, how unlucky.
Good work there from Matt Diskin. Anticipated the offload and was round, sweeping up. This is Diskin now, goes from dummy half. Big hole opens up in front of him, still going Diskin. On a big game. Mr. Leeds hook up to the 10-metre line. Danny Ward at dummy half. Finds Sheridan. Sheridan moving the ball out wide. Poaching goes from dummy half. Spinning in the tackle, Willie Poaching. Good defence from Salford. Hold the big man up, close to the line. Diskin now. Interfered with as he tried to pass the ball. Sheridan comes back down the south stand side, chasing his own kick. South stand appeal for the trip. Damien Gibson breaks through the tackle of Francis Cummins. Does brilliantly to get away from his own line, but it's pulled to deck by Sinfield and Jones.
Great clearance from City Reds, from Gibson to herring along behind his own line and avoiding a tackle. Brilliant play from him, and the free kick going Salford's way. And if Neil Baines had lost that ball in the tackle, he was there to try and do his tackling bit to make amends. And Salford do well with withstanding that period of Leeds pressure. Nice release from Owen Watson's, trying to find a way through. Can't do. But Paul Southern's there again. Pushes off one, still going. Oh, and again, so unlucky. Tracy in support. Southern couldn't quite get rid of the ball. And Paul Southern injured in that tackle. Oh dear. Paul Southern only just recovering to full fitness after last year's serious knee construction. Obviously in some pain from that tackle. That looks like an ankle this time. Change on the Leeds side, Phil.
Danny Ward going off and Ryan Bailey coming on. The young man has had a big impact since making his debut. Hard runner, an even harder tackler, and so Salford will soon find out.
So that's a sad sight for the City Reds to see Paul Southern being half carried off the field. No hesitation about trying to run off that, not whatever it was. Let's hope it's not as serious as it first looked. So Paul Heighton returns. Good run into Wainwright. Maloney sets off forward, cross field, and then gets just to the 10. It's the last tackle. Going to Watson with the kick. Oh, that's too long, surely. No, it's not. Holroyd's got it. Oh, Arnold's got it and scores. Well, there was me looking at this angle thinking that the kick was too long. It wasn't. Ian Watson judged it to perfection. It was in the air a long time. And Danny Arnold out jumping Andy Kirk and then still squeezing over the 5 metres or so into the corner. And Salford, well, 28-10 down at half-time. Other Salford teams might have given it up, but not this one, because they come back, and that's the third try in the second half. Great to see that sort of endeavour and commitment.
The last two home games for Leeds have been a tale of that sort of woe. Certainly that Warrington game where Leeds led Hamptonley and threw it away. They'll be looking to avoid that sort of a scenario. They still lead by 6 points, but as you said, they led 28-10 at half-time. Salford resilient in this second 40.
Yeah, driving forward, Neil Baines. But you sense that Leeds have just... look at Tracy, needing two men to bring him down. Down he goes. Great first try from him. Paul Heighton and Salford over halfway. Watson quickly to Holroyd. Nice pass to Wainwright, and that great pass. What goes backwards? Gibson picks it up. Can't find a way through though. Now it's the last one. Lost a bit of ground. It could have been so different the other way. Holroyd will go for the kick. It's high. Cummings though, well, it goes backwards.
Yeah, Francis Cummings takes it at the second attempt. Leeds just need to complete this set of 6 and get the ball back into Salford territory. Andy Kirk dries it up. 25 out from his own line. Diskin finds Senior. Senior powering his way upfield. Tackled by Holroyd. Diskin now finds Ryan Bailey. His first touch. He makes a good 8 metres. Sheridan to Sinfield. Sinfield dummy, still going. Kevin Sinfield's away. Needs a man outside him. He knocks on to Chev Walker. Ball's gone out wide.
Great play from Leeds. They saw an opening, but great defence from the City Reds. I think it was, I'm not sure who got back to make a vital tackle, but vital it was. Saved a possible Leeds try, and Salford come up with a ball to attack again from the halfway line. Ebrel. Oh, little kick through into space now. How good's the chase? Gibson's going, Maloney's going. Leeds a gap back there. Oh, and in the end, it was a sensible thing for Carl Pratt to do. It was a kick that was made, a good kick by the chase from Maloney and Gibson. And Salford should get this one from the dropout, and the Salford City Reds fans have got something to cheer about. It's a long time since we've been to Headingley and still have something to shout about after 66 minutes. Still losing, but pressing. And Leeds taking an age to make this dropout. Referee starts the clock. Holroyd takes it cleanly and gives it to Heighton, who's rung 10 before he gets the ball, and then runs another good 12, and then 3 in the course of the tackle. Neil Baines going forward, still going forward. Watson. Little dummy from Watson. He gets the pass out. Brilliant play from Watson. Good pass on, but the sound defence from Leeds. Watson's there again. To Holroyd. Holroyd. Oh, nice hands from Holroyd. Still going Holroyd. Can't get the final ball away, but that was threatening from Graham Holroyd. Could have produced something. Going to, oh, who wants it after all that? Gary Broadbent makes it his. But by this time, ground has been lost. But it's the last one now. So which way is it going to go? It's going right. Little kick over into space. Oh, now it's going through. And again, it had to be played dead by Francis Cumming. But again, this is good to see Salford really working hard on going forward, Phil.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate bounce up there off Carl Pratt. Francis Cummings making sure that the ball touched down. Leeds would drop out now, just need to ride out this storm. Salford have their tails up. They have had the majority of this second half. They need to ride out this storm and then come back at Salford. But as it is, the City Reds hold all the cards.
Apart from the vital one of the lead, that is the one that they really do want. Gibson works hard, don't they all? Heighton's going forward. Look at that. Great strength during the tackle from Paul Heighton. And Neil Baines is there. Oh, you heard that from here, and on his shoulder says Mr. Taverner, the referee. Salford going forward. Nice little inside pass. Oh, great take from whoever it was out there in the middle. Broadbent down by his ankles. Going to, now can Neil Baines get over it, and he gets the ball away, and Olka can, and that's a strike for the City Reds. What brilliant play from the Salford City Reds. The fans are up in the air, jumping and cheering about that one. Leeds have got nothing to boo about, because that's Salford's attacking determination of the highest order, and what a fight back in the second half. We've still got 10 minutes to go. And Neil Baines went in, Malcolm Olka was in support and was scurried over by the posts. And Salford are really lifting their game in this second half. 34 points to 30, it's the score against them. It's 34-32 now, but boy oh boy, who would have thought that at 28-10 at half-time, Leeds so far on top that we would have seen this sort of second half. And the City Reds fans, whatever the outcome of this game, will remember what a great fight back that we've seen. Well, the scoreboard's not right at 34-34, is it, Phil? It's 34-32, isn't it? Yeah, Leeds are still in front. But boy, oh boy, what a second half Salford have made of this game. And there's going to be some Leeds jangling nerves, Phil, I would imagine.
Yeah, 34-32 the score is. Holroyd having missed one conversion. Bailey gets the tackle in with James Buchanan, but Barry McDermott makes way for the Rhinos, and Leeds really need to pick up their ideas here and get into the Salford City Reds.
Salford working it just on their own, and Mike Wainwright at that time, Malcolm Olka previously. Cut out pass, Tracy nearly finding a way through, still going forward though. Great play from Tracy. At the end of it though, dropping the ball. He'll be frustrated by that. He'll be saying that it was pulled out, but the referee seeing it the way of the home side. But Salford still in with a good shout. 34-32 is the way they've fought back in this second half.
So 2 bits of good news there for Leeds. They suddenly find themselves back in the lead thanks to the scoreboard operator, and then they get the ball back from a knock-on by the City Reds. But they need to make the most of it now. Poaching, driving upfield. Leeds need to complete this set of 6. They're inside the Salford half. Sheridan finds Ryan Bailey. Bailey straightens up and drives upfield. Diskin to Sheridan. Sheridan inside to Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield brought down 18 metres short of the Salford line. Tackles to spare for Leeds. Sheridan has a roll on. Sheridan inside ball to Vowles. Vowles brought down 3 metres short. Last tackle now for Leeds. Diskin goes himself. Diskin for the line. And Diskin scores for the Rhinos to give them breathing space from the City Reds. But how tight, how tense the tension here at Headingley. before Matty Diskin scooted over for the score there.
Yeah, the good news from our Salford point of view is that Salford have made Leeds fight all the way in this second half.
As it is, it's 38-32 to the Rhinos. 6 minutes remaining on the stadium clock. Short kick-off, fielded by Diskin. Diskin spins away from the tackle of Wainwright. Matt Diskin going down the south stand side. Cuts back inside, does well to get away from the touchline. Excellent stuff by Diskin. Senior dummies to Poaching, then tries it up himself. This is more like it from Leeds. Diskin to Sheridan. Sheridan has Bailey outside in. Bailey shrugs out the first tackle, then tries to get the offload away.
Great save, Arnold. Can he go all the way? He's carrying away. The pace is back, but Arnold is going to score. Oh, fantastic! And the Salford fans are going deliriously wild because they've seen one of the fight backs of the season. The game may not be won, but Leeds were having to force the pace. The Salford tackling was tenacious. The ball was dropped. Danny Arnold picked a ball almost off his toes, kept his balance, and then found the pace to outpace the Leeds defence, and it was coming back. And at 38-36, we have the unbelievable scoreline and the prospect of, with this conversion, if successful, of Graham Holroyd levelling the score. Phil, I just can't believe it. This is amazing. At 28-10 at half-time, they just looked out of it. But they've come back and they've created chances, and they've had a superb second half, regardless of the result. And the Salford City Reds fans will be glad to have witnessed it, because whatever the outcome, they will know they've seen a truly gritty and determined Salford performance to level things at 38 each.
Well, if Salford City Reds do survive in Super League, they will look back on this evening, regardless of what happens now in this game, as a vital turning point in their season, a crucial turning point in this season. The grit and determination they have shown tonight has been nothing short of outstanding. Adrian Bowers takes the short kick-off for Leeds. The Rhinos trying to make amends for this lapsed second half. Willie Poaching now. Still members of the South Stand boo. Ryan Bailey moves up. Even as their team attack, some members of the fans think the right thing to do is to boo their team. This is Ryan Sheridan inside ball to Adrian Vowles. He's brought down 12 metres short. Willie Poaching now to Ryan Sheridan. Sheridan goes to the drop goal and gets it. And the Rhinos have a 1-point lead, 39 points to 38. An incredible scoreline. But a cool head from Ryan Sheridan, as cool as you like, showing all his years of experience there to slot the drop goal over. Well, this second half has had absolutely everything. An incredible fight back by Salford. Leeds then seem to have secured it. Sinfield missed the conversion to give Leeds an 8-point lead. And then almost straight away an intercept try for the City Reds as the ball drifts out. And Graham Holroyd will be absolutely gutted about that. Always a pinpoint accurate kicker, Graham Holroyd. But that one drifted into touch. As Kevin Sinfield goes to the touch, and he finds it on the 20-metre line. Ball boys playing their part. Adrian Bowles takes the quick tap himself. Leeds need to grind out this set of 6. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Diskin, inside ball to Ward. Ward charging towards the line. Sheridan dummies to drop off to Bailey, then loses his footing The referee signals that Sheridan knocked on, so it's Salford ball, time running out.
Yeah, no, it was at the previous play the ball. Now can Salford do something? They've only got a minute. The clock on the scoreboard has been stopped. We're into extra time. We're in. Have Salford got something special that they can do? Long pass out to Hunt. Leeds defence swarming back. It's all there is the Leeds defence. But Salford on the 20. Oh, and Hunt is knocking on, and that is surely Salford's last chance gone. But we'll look back, regardless of the result, at a fabulous second half from the City Reds, and a performance that, yet again, for 4 weeks running, we've seen great performances. We've only had 2 victories, but it augurs hope for the rest of the season.
This is Sheridan, inside border key senior. He's wrapped up by Hunt on the 20-metre line. Sinfield's at dummy half. Goes himself, has Willie poaching outside him, just winding down the clock. Diskin to Sheridan. Sheridan finds Jones, Buchanan. He's brought down on the 10-metre line. Nothing silly now from Leeds. No wild passes. Sheridan gets the ball out to Sinfield. Sinfield throws an intercept to Wainwright. Wainwright racing downfield.
But Maloney can't take the ball. And a chance for Leeds.
Ryan Bailey picks up. He's brought down the 20-metre line. And so Leeds get away with it. Damien Gibson and Carl Pratt involved in an altercation off the ball. Ward gets the ball back to Diskin, to Sheridan. Sinfield, inside ball to Vowles. Vowles spins in the tackle, still going Adrian Vowles. Chops the ball off. Kirk has to take it on his fingertips. Ball comes out though in the tackle. Crazy stuff this from Leeds. They don't need to be throwing it around. The time's running down. They've got a 1-point lead. They just need to take the tackles as the hooter goes. They claim a 1-point victory over Salford City Reds, 39 points to 38. As tight as you like, an incredibly high-scoring game.
And the Salford City Reds fans have witnessed a remarkable second-half comeback, and are happy and are proud of the performance that they've seen. Salford don't win at Headingley. They haven't won today. But we've had a brilliant, determined, committed effort from the City Reds. For the fifth week on the run, only 2 victories from those games, but performances that must surely produce victories in the remainder of this season and safeguard their Super League status. That's all that matters, and the fans are staying to support and applaud what has been an absolutely thrilling effort for the second week on the trot. And who knows, if they can repeat this form against the Wigan Warriors next week, maybe there is a surprise. So let's just stay and enjoy. Albeit a defeat, let's enjoy the Salford City Reds fans supporting a great effort from their team, albeit in defeat. Rhinos 39, City Reds 38. What a cracking